Well, it's that time for a second C rod progression video, a progression guide through the arts of everything that is going to be fishing and your rods and your bait and everything that you might need. Okay, so in this video specifically, we're going to go over rod progression and the best rods that I believe that you will find yourself starting out as you climb up through the chapters and ranks in the second C. Now, right away, you're probably watching this video and noticing that I have the no life rod equipped, so you're probably already thinking like, okay, this is looking interesting already to begin with. Well, guys, yes, it gets interesting, and we're going to go over a lot of things about this and money-making guides and or like money-making tips and stuff as we're progressing through this video. But if you guys haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, and post notification, ring the bell, make it go ding. That's going to notify you every single future video. Also, if you guys like the video, it helps out tremendously. It lets YouTube's algorithm know, like, hey, this isn't the worst video. To be fair, it's, you know, my videos are not the best, but, you know, at least if you guys like them, it shows that they're not the absolute worst on the platform. So, yeah, that be the case. We're going to head up here, guys, and talk about this rod here because I feel like one thing we need to do in a rod progression video is talk about a lot of the rods that you might be kind of wondering about, and this is probably one that you're definitely wondering about because I think it's the most expensive one in the update, so right away this is probably on your mind, like I need to save up and get that rod. It's going to be my lifelong dream to save up and get the best rod into second C, dude, and I'm going to feel like the coolest person ever, and it's... Don't, okay? Now... this rod right here, the Great Dreamer rod, 500,000, right? This rod is not good, okay? So we're not even going to put this in the progression guide. I'm not even going to recommend this at all through the guide. In my personal experience, at the current time of me recording this video, this rod has not received great reviews. So basically, a lot of my friends have been using this rod. They bought it, and I've watched them. I've watched them buy this, okay? And then I've watched them go and use the rod and be so incredibly disappointed. So I think what the case is, guys, we're used to having these high-end rods on the first C, and, you know, with the second C here, the most expensive rod we have is only 500,000. And while it is going to be a decent rod, I'm not saying the Great Dreamer rod is horrendous. I mean, obviously for the price and the stats and everything that it has, it's not a bad rod, but it's just not one I'm going to recommend during this progression guide. So first and foremost, you're going to find yourself with the beginner rod, the good old beginner rod, right? And that beginner rod is going to be like the adventurer's rod. I think you automatically get that rod whenever you spawn into the second C. This rod is great for just kind of getting your feet wet and you know, testing out the waters and learning how things work. However, just like me, alongside many other players, you're going to find yourself after doing that, you know, not even... Look, guys, I got 2 fish. You caught me, okay? I only got 2 fish caught with the adventurer's rod. So you're going to find yourself probably being like, you know what? This rod is not cutting it at all. I'd rather take the negative 50% on a high-end rod that I have, and that's where you're going to find me at right now. You know, I have I've been using the Heavens rod a lot because it's got a max kg. You can't take that away, and still you're going to get some decent luck from it, right? But lately I've been using the no life rod, even though my luck is completely depleted. Completely. If I want luck, I'll use the Heavens rod, but no life rod, you know, pretty much takes away all my luck, right? But that be the case, I still have a max kg, and I got the slice effect, right? So that's kind of where, you know, the slice effect does help speed things up a little bit. I tried using the Poseidon rod as well. Really wasn't feeling that one. So obviously, this is what I recommend. You're going to start out with the Adventure's rod, right? That is going to be your first little take. You're going to start out with the Adventure rod, which is just what you're automatically gifted. Now, the Great Dreamer rod, we talked about it. Probably don't recommend it. You know, just we're not going to jump to the end rod that I recommend here yet, but we're going to go to, is it Waveborn? Yeah, Waveborn is going to have some great beginner rods here that I see a lot of players start on. So a lot of times what I see is players will actually get the frog rod. Now, why is there an invisible wall here? Jesus, man, this game is getting crazy lately, dude. I a lot of times, like, I'll just spawn in and instantly die, dude. Like, I don't know why, dude. It costs me money when that happens, you know? Like, it's just like, geez. All right, let me do that. All right, so if we come up here, all right, see, look at that. I think that's air through a prism. All right, so yeah, if we come up here, there's going to be some rods. Now, these rods are going to be significantly better than the Adventure's rod. So if you come here, you're going to have this one for 7,000, right? And you can already tell the lure speed's going to be good. The luck is going to be a lot better. I mean, the luck is pretty darn good on the Wildflower rod already. So what I would kind of say, guys, like you could start off with the Wildflower rod if you wanted to really dive in. Honestly, though, Isn't the one rod, the one that looks like a scissors or something, that is the rod I firstly recommend, but if you can save up for it. Then we got the firefly rod, which is also kind of nice, and then right over here we have the frog rod. But the first rod that I'm going to recommend, as you're progressing up, like you can get one of these rods as a beginner, right? So if we come here, this one has like 100% luck. Lure speed's a little bit so-so. Max KG that. I'm going to go ahead and buy this just for the sake of the video because I don't have this one yet. Where is it? Right there, frog rod. So this is a rod that, okay, so if you're just starting out, a lot of people buy this one. Okay, so, well, on the second C, a lot of people buy this one. And then they work their way up to the shears, the verdant rod. What is that thing called, dude? It looks like scissors, right? So that rod is not only the coolest looking rod in the second C, in my opinion. It's really darn cool. So you guys, we'll throw this out a little bit and see what we can catch with the frog rod here. Let's see. Is this kind of good for people that love frogs? I guess. So all right, there we go. Caught something. 12% here, not bad. It's looking solid. I mean, dude, this is beginner rods here. This is a beginner rod. So, oh my Jesus, dude, it's not the no life rod. I'll tell you that already. So, right there, we got a Solar Blaze foam runner. That's nice. All right, so yeah, now let's head back on here, and I'm trying to think where that rod is. But yeah, the next rod I recommend is the one that looks like scissors. It's the coolest looking rod ever, dude. And then at Ember Reach, you can get the Blaze Bringer rod, or that's also one that I also recommend as you're working your way up. So maybe get one of the beginner rods at that place here, right? You want to get one of these beginner rods to get you started, or you can use one of your previous existing rods already. That's also the case. And then you would probably get the Verdant rod or the Blaze Ringer rod, I think is what it's called. And then ultimately, as you're progressing, guys, you get in these type of rods. Like I said, I don't recommend the Great Dreamer rod. I don't like it. I don't recommend it from what my friends have told me. And that be the case where all my friends, everyone that plays the game, what they always side on as an end rod, they're always going back to the Heavens rod, the No Life rod, or the Ethereal Prism rod. Guys, there's still, these rods are so highly buffed, even in the first C, that people just want to resort back to them, even with the debuff on this, because the Ethereal Prism is going to make you a ton of money. So in the No Life rod, you're going to get hexed enchantments, right? So you're going to be able to sell stuff for that, and then you get the Prism enchantment times 8 value. I mean, dude, these rods are just going to make you money and overall help you out so much, right? So, I mean, dude, this is just, it's the sad truth of the matter. I mean, it's just how it is, So, yeah, it's saying I'm finding all these places for the first time because the game has been glitched since release, and it wasn't allowing me to unlock these locations as I find them, which was kind of cheese crackers and ham, I guess, dude. I don't know, dude, but yeah. So if we come over here, this is the one grove. I'm trying to think what rod is usually here. I forgot. Is this the one rod? Where is the rod at here? I can never find the rods here, dude. This one is the one rod. It ain't even that good anyways. But yeah, guys, that's my rundown of it and rod progression, guys. This video was kind of all over the place, but here's a summary. Start out one of the basic 3 rods. Then move to the Blaze Bringer rod or the Verdant rod. I forget what it's completely called. Then just in-game, you're just going to be with your Ethereal Prism most likely, or your No Life, or something along the lines of that. So, yeah, that's kind of the summary. I mean, obviously, if you got Seraphic rods, stuff like that. But, yeah, so hopefully this kind of helped give you some more structure and how you can decide to make your decision. And that was the main purpose of this video. Someone could watch it and be like, okay, so realistically, this is the groundwork. This is what we're dealing with here. This is the best of the best. Well, I'm telling you now, that's probably where the road is going to take you for the time being. So yeah, that aside though, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.